Hello everybody and welcome back to Business Simulator. So you may notice I am now on day 9 and there is a reason for this. That is, there is a video that you will not see. I recorded a video and I was suffering a few frame rate issues during the video, but they weren't too bad. The occasional stutter, but it was nothing game breaking. And then I went to check the recording later on and it was horrendous. Like, I could save parts of the video, but most of it was too jarring to watch. It was the kind of video that if I uploaded that to YouTube that I wouldn't want to watch. So I thought, well, we're going to have to can that episode, unfortunately. I don't know what happened. I still don't know what happened because I came back into the game and it seems fine. They did do an update, which was to do some optimization and stuff. Whether that had gone wrong for me or something, but I've come back the next day and it seems fine. It's possible something opened up and started running in the background of my PC. Even though I've tell everything not to do that, occasionally, like internet security or something like that sometimes still pops up irregardless, even if you've told everything not to run in the background whilst you're recording. So yeah, I don't know what the issue was, but it seems okay today, so let's fingers crossed we'll roll forward. Anyway, so in the previous episode, I actually finished Paperclips. So we finished this store, which, you know, you didn't miss a lot. I changed the color scheme in here, so we've got some paint on the walls and some new flooring. I got the final few licenses, which was pencil case, some scissors, watercolor paint, and sharpener. So we have all of the licenses and everything fully stocked in here. I moved a couple of items around as well, so ballpoint pens, because they were just selling out ridiculously here and over here, and hopefully that's enough. I got the final set of employees, so we got the cleaner. I hired a second shelf restocker, but one is, I don't know where the other one's gone. There is only one here now. I don't know where he's gone, so I've had a word with the manager, who we've also hired. He doesn't know where he is either, so hopefully he comes into work tomorrow. Because this place now runs itself. We've also got a self-checkout here as well, which just copes with demand. I got rid of our original cashier because she was just too slow. So I've got the best cashier that you can get. And between her and the self-service here, this place runs pretty well now. So this runs completely by itself. It is completely autonomous now. I don't need to be here at all. So the manager here, he orders all the stock for me in here. So as soon as things start to get low, he puts the order in. You do have to give him a limit. So the day or 2 days or whatever I've done in that previous video that you won't see, I did have to fiddle around with his daily limit. So I had that set at like $2,000 or something like that. And he was burning through that kind of cash before lunchtime. It was like 11 a.m. and he was already asking for more money. So I've set his daily limit at $6,000, and yesterday it seemed fine. And we were fully stocked in here when I came back and had a look. So hopefully that's okay. So yeah, we've got the shop manager now. We do have 2 shelf restockers, but I don't know where the second one is. So I do need to come back and have a look at that later on in the video. Like I say, we've got the cleaner and the best cashier and everything in here. And that was that then for this store. So what did I do after that? Well, I opened up a new store across town. So let's go to the map. So I was thinking of going close by, and this one down here, which was a possibility for our first store, caught my eye. I thought, you know what, that wouldn't be too bad. It was reasonably cheap with the deposit, the daily fee is not a lot, traffic's okay. But I thought, you know what, I saw this one down here, and it's got a traffic of 80. It does cost us $312 a day in daily fees, plus the deposit was quite expensive, as you can see, of $3,120. Well, I thought, you know what, should we just risk it and go for it? So I did. So we've opened up a gift shop all the way down here across, along the beachfront here. We've got a gift shop. And boy, oh boy, is it busy. So we're going to have to tackle that today because I can't keep on top of the stock in there. Literally, people walk in, they clear you out instantly. So we've got to really work on that today. But we can leave this store that we're stood outside of, which is our store we started with, on its own now. This will now run itself. The manager will take care of everything. I just need to pop back occasionally just to make sure things are working. And of course, we'll make sure that that restocker is still there. So we'll come back during the day tomorrow and make sure he actually has turned up for work. Because if not, we'll fire him and hire somebody new. But our new store is all the way over the other side of town. This is something I didn't really think about, actually. When I was looking at the stores, I just thought, what's going to make us the most money? Shall we take a gamble on a huge foot traffic store, even though we're still quite small and can't really afford too much? Shall we take a gamble? I thought, yeah, let's take a gamble. Not really thinking, Oh, wait, my other store is completely the other side of the map now. Because there were some other ones we could have picked in the center. But yeah, I do have an idea. There's a couple of stores either down that road or the one before, probably in that center city bit over there. There's a couple in there that the foot traffic is well over 100. What I'm going to put in there is mobile phones, because they should get the most profit in the game. So if we have a mobile phone shop down there in the main city, that should make a killing. But yeah, we're down here, which looks like Miami Beach. We're down here with our best gifts. This is us, best gifts on the side here. This is my new shop right next to the Miami Beach Hotel. We've got best gifts, and here we are. So what we sell in here is basically just gift items. As you can see, we've got a few shelves that are completely drained, despite being full, probably about an hour before closing. We've got plenty of snow globes. People don't seem to want the snow globes. I might have to alter the price of these. You do get more of them, though. You only get 3 per box of the other items, but you get loads of these. So that could be the problem, but we need to have a look at that. I just don't have time. I've got a cashier in here. She's too slow. We need to get another one, or a self-checkout or something as well. But yeah, I need to work on some stuff in here. So we have reached shop level 18 in only 2 days of opening in the store. Just 2 days, I'm already shop level 18. Which is crazy. In fact, if I go to management, and is it in management? Where can I look at that? I can look at the both stores together. Is that, I thought that was in management. Maybe not. Is that in on my tablet? I thought that was in there somewhere. Is that in here? Who's like, oh, management is in here. So if we go on paperclips, paperclips is shop level 51. So, I mean, that's doing really well. But yeah, we got to 18 in 2 days in here. And I was closed for half of each of those days. So we only had like 1 day of actual kind of opening, which is crazy. It's impossible to keep stuff going in here. We have unlocked the auction as well, but unfortunately, I think that is in... Is that in here? That's in licenses, isn't it? I wish you could just do everything from your tablet, to be honest. We have unlocked auction, but that costs $7,500 to enroll in that. So I'm not going to do that just yet because we don't have the money for that. The same with the exchange. I'm more tempted by this because we can, make a little bit of money on the side with that. But $5,000, I think we'll need a couple more days just to get some more sure footing in here, and then we'll do things like that. Newsletter: spooky season has started, but unfortunately we don't have a shop to do anything with that. And the cleaning is going on as well, but we can't do anything with that either, because we don't have a hardware store. So all of that is set, but in here we need to get some employees. So I need, to be honest, I probably need all of these. I think I'm going to get this guy, and if we still need, we'll get the cheapest one, because the cheapest one's going to be a bit slow. We'll get the 2 expensive ones. We are going to need them. Cleaner I'll leave for now. Maybe a second cashier, but I'll probably get a self-checkout first. But we probably will need a second cashier at some point. So we'll do that. Let's get some stuff for the shelves. I'm going to buy 6 of each. Just 2 snow globes, though, I think, because we've got quite a lot of stock of those. We'll have these. I'm tempted to get another licenser in here, but let's just see if we can keep stuff on the shelves before adding even more products. Let's just see about keeping stuff on the shelves that we already have, shall we? Right, these guys, how quick are they? They are reasonable, aren't they? So the third guy would be useful, but I'm hoping between those 2 and me, we should be okay for today, or tomorrow in the game. And then maybe I can get the other guy after that. Because it just gets so busy in here. It was unbelievable. It's a bit like if you saw my Business Odyssey series, which is what this game used to be. When I had the stationery shop in that one, it was almost, you couldn't stay on top of it. It was impossible almost. It was just so busy. And this is without advertising. I haven't done any advertising or anything like that. Customization, I'm going to leave for today. We'll do that tomorrow. Let's just focus on getting some stuff. I think I'm going to have to buy more, aren't I, of these things. We'll get some more snow globes as well. Let's just get a bit more of everything, because I think we are going to need it. All right, let's help these guys out a little bit. Get restocked, because honestly, I had a full... So I did all of the shelving. So I was... when I came onto the game today, I thought, right, let's just do some tests. So I did a couple of test recordings, just make sure it was fine and all of that. So I had full stock of everything, and it goes so quickly. Part of me wishes I'd have gone with a different business in here. That was a decision I was making in the video that you won't see. Was, shall we put something a bit more profitable in here because of its location? Which I don't know if you still can. I don't know if you can like change them around at some stage. But there are similarly profitable places in the city, so that's why I decided just to come with this one. But yeah, it is a little too busy. What we may end up doing is having like this shelf for ornaments and another shelf for ornaments as well. But we have got plenty of room in here, so we can think about that. But we'll see how the next day goes. Right, are we fully stocked everywhere? I think we are. I think the boys have done good. Right, put that in there. They can just finish that. Right, excellent. So I think we can start the next day then. So like I say, this is going to be crazy. I think I will get a self-checkout before we do that, or change the cashier. Might have to change the cashier, to be honest. So if we fire, she's just not quick enough at all. I can obviously hop on because I'm working in here, but similar reason really that we did in paper clips. I got this cashier because once I leave and I'm not working there anymore, they can't cope. So you have to get the best one. I think we might need the best two. I am going to get... I'm going to fight... It's a shame, really. But, well, yeah, I need the best. This place is too busy. We need the best. I can already hire the shop manager in here. We could have the shop managers run this for me, but I want to make sure everything is working before we do that. Right, so we've got the best cashier. Let's get ourselves a self-checkout as well. I think we may need a self-checkout and probably another cashier's desk as well, to be honest. Now, where can I put this? At the moment, I've got that there. That doesn't work there, actually, because they queue. They get stuck just here in the window. They don't queue very well just there. So if we have it like that, you do have to make sure you leave enough room. I have noticed that. The cashiers, that's fine. They're pathing. If you have that up against the wall, even if there's enough room to get through, but if it's touching the wall, they're not that keen on walking around. All right, so that's going to go there. And maybe this could... Nope, can't go there. Maybe we'll have this over here. Hopefully that will work. Right, shall we end the day and get into the next one? You'll see how busy we actually get in here. So we had a good day. We made some good money, even though we got lots of expenses. I have got the theft protection in, which seems to be working. On day one, I didn't have it. And a thief came in, right? And I managed to see them just as they were leaving, so I chased them this way. Obviously, they ran away. And then another one was running that way. We got double-teamed. There was two thieves, and they, yeah, they did the old split. You go that way, I'll go this way. Can't chase us both kind of thing. Which didn't help. Right, community garden fair. Workshops on planting and compost run all weekend. So that's, again, that's not something I can do. It's a shame. The newsletter was very good for us, wasn't it? In episode 1 or 2 with the back-to-school event. But it's not been so good for us since. Alright, so we're getting a few customers already heading in. I want to keep an eye on the prices as well. So the first 2 days I've done in here, I've not had the time to sort of see their reactions. Spooky season has begun. Stock will run low. Not in here, it won't. The gramophone is too expensive. We have been selling out of them, though. Shall we knock that price back? It's possible it has changed. I don't know. People have been buying them. Frame is too... Okay, so they're not buying anything today. I wonder if those prices have changed slightly. The market value or something. I wasn't having... Sure, I wasn't having as many people saying rip-off or anything. So... That's not bad. We'll leave that. I think people are buying that. Yeah, they are. Gramophone is now selling. Picture frame still not selling. Well, hang on a second. You say it's too expensive. Didn't she grab one as well? People are buying it though, aren't they? So the occasional person... I mean, to be honest with you, how busy we have been, it might not be a bad thing if a few of the items are a bit expensive, just to keep some stock of things. Is this going well? Maybe this could be... Yeah, this could go up. Look at this. No wonder people are buying this. Let's put this up to 15. The snow globes have also gone up. We'll take that to 16. So yeah, the prices did change today. I wish it would pop up on the screen and tell you what's changed. So obviously these prices have gone, you know, we can put our prices up here, but it didn't really tell me that these had gone the other way, or seemingly gone the other way, because we weren't having those complaints. I was having complaints about stock mostly, I think. But I don't think I remember, you know, the odd person would find something expensive, but it was the odd person, not everyone. Spooky season today, any surprise discounts at the register? None at all, sir. Absolutely none. I don't know what you would buy in here for spooky season, as you call it. Maybe the gramophone to play, you know, like some old record or something that plays some old spooky music. But yeah, I mean, you're buying a snow globe in Miami Beach, so I suppose we are a bit of a different style of store. Frames still too expensive. It's costing us sales, isn't it? Not many sales though. That's the thing. People are still buying it. Let's drop it to 1050. Alright. So I think I need to get some more orders in, because they've finished in there. So let's get some more. Couple of boxes of everything there. Alright, we're coping quite well today. But we're nowhere near our busy period yet. So that comes in the afternoon. So lunchtime you're thinking, oh, it's not too bad. Again, that's too expensive, really? I'm leaving that. People are buying. Enough people buy it. I'm not lowering it anymore for the odd person. But yeah, you think, oh, it's reasonably busy in here. This is nothing. I don't know why people come in later in the afternoon, but they do. Just pack it later on. Right, we could do some more ornaments. Let's get another 5 boxes of those. I'm looking elsewhere. Gramophones have gone. This is the beginning. Another 6 boxes. Actually, let's get 10 of them. I think you can buy maximum of 10 of everything. Let's just do that. But I might as well do that anyway, to be honest. It's not like we're not selling the stock, and it's not, you know, it doesn't go off, does it? We might as well. We've got the cash. It's just the snow globes don't sell very quickly. But, maybe they will later. Right, so things are operating reasonably in here. Better than yesterday. So the cashier is much better. That is such a help. She always had, the old one always had a queue of like 4 people. So people were very angry because they were waiting for so long. I was doing all of the restocking on my own, which meant I didn't have time to look around. So I wasn't ordering stock. So I was doing their job, of course. So I wasn't ordering stock as quickly.
I'll take it.
So this is better. Just having some staff has helped quite a bit. Alright, we should be good. I mean, our stock level in here is okay. It's whether we need the 3rd shelf stocker. Because, again, look at this. We're already starting with tip boxes are selling out. I think we do need the 3rd shelf stocker here. This is starting to get towards our busy period. In here. And they are just able to stay on top of it. That's too pricey, but again, 2 people are buying it. They all bought one. They all bought one. He stood there, oh, this is too pricey for me, but I'm having one anyway. There's a queue at the self-checkout, which is not ideally placed, is it? That's not good there, because they queue right in front of the snow globes. I wonder where to put that. I think we'll have to move some stuff around. I mean, this doesn't have to be here, of course. I could move that to this wall. Even this wall. But let's do that. I don't like them standing in front of stock. Like that. They could do... Not very well placed either, but let's place it around here somewhere. There we go. I could do it. Why isn't that close to the wall? Well, now there's everybody in the way. Okay. I'll move it in a second. I'd like that closer to the wall, though. There we go. Let's move it now. Why can't I have that against the wall? Oh, I see. So I think it's just too far over to the left, isn't it? We can go in this center of the... Could go here, actually. I guess. I know there's still queue this way, but it could go there. It's better than that queue, I think. We'll have to rearrange that. I think we'll rearrange the checkout. Maybe have a second one or something and rearrange in here. Because we can have an aisle, of course. So we've got so much room in here. I just dotted stuff around for the sake of it. Right, have we sold out of ornaments? Oh, wow, we've sold out of ornaments. We've sold out of everything. Right, ornaments. 10 of. Gramophones, 10 of. Frames, 10 of. Tip boxes, 10 of. A bit of a... Yeah, so I think we need a second cashier or maybe a second self-checkout. You can't find a gramophone. If you wait one moment, hang on, they're still falling from the sky. There we go. Now they've been delivered from the sky. There you go, sir. Wherever you are, you're in the queue. Sir, look behind you. Look, over there. Gramophones. Go on. You know you want one. You asked for one. Go on. Go get two. Alright, so that's kept on top of that. So yeah, we're doing okay, but I do think we need to work on the checkout system. So I need a second one or a second one of these.
Nice.
I mean, to be honest, they manage. What is that? A 3-person queue and a 2-person queue. They do manage. How's she feeling? Pretty well. We could hop on and help her out in a moment. In fact, actually, I'm going to do just that. So let's buy even more stock.
Not bad at all.
I'll buy some snow globes this time, just in case. There we go. Buy this. Alright, I'm going to hop on. So you can take a break. So if I... There you go. You go and take a break. I'll take over your role. I can get a few people through a bit faster. No change. Thank you. 38.50. Thank you. Starting to get a bit of a drop in frames again. Now the store's getting busy, I suppose. Or it was weirdly when I came into here, I got a bit of drop of frame. I don't know if working behind the checkout causes something. 67.50, thank you. You really notice it, don't you, when you look up? Well, at least I do on my screen. So when you're down here, it's fine. Look at that, absolutely fine. As soon as you look up, it's like, oh god, the frame. I think the game could do with a bit of optimizing. There we go. Just to be honest with you, not uncommon for new games. Obviously, it doesn't help because I'm recording as well. Right. I'll leave. I think the staff member will come back to work on the... Yeah, she's coming back anyway. Good. So all of that has worked out quite well. Obviously, we've got lots of stock in here. This won't be helping some frames. Let's get some of this on the shelves. Right. You know what I'm going to do? So it's 5 p.m. I'm going to go and have a drive. This is running okay enough. I feel that we can leave. So they've got it. I think they've got enough stock. I feel like I can leave and have a drive over to Paperclips and see if our second shelf stocker actually turned up for work today. And then by the time we come back, we should have closed up at Best Gifts, and then I can get perhaps some new shelving and get a new license or something. Get some more stuff in there. Once I've got all of that stuff set, we'll get the manager to run it in there. Or I could get the manager anyway, to be honest. It's not like we're struggling for money, so I could get the manager and he'll do all the ordering for me. Alright, let's see how things are going. The boss has arrived. I can see a floating bag going away towards the park. Somebody's not drawn in there. Right. Let's see what it's like then here at Paperclips. How's it all running in here? Pretty well, actually. Look at this. They've kept good stock. There's a box on the floor for some reason. We have got the 2 shelf stockers, so he's come back to work, which is good. I don't know what this box is down here. It's got 1 geo ruler in it. I don't know why they've just dumped that on the floor, but they have. All right, he's got no motivation. So he's on break. So he's giving himself a rest. Or trying to steal. You're not allowed to steal. We've got nobody behind the till. Our cashier has gone on break. All right, I'll do it then. I'm just here to check up on you all, not here to work. But I'll do it since you're on break. So maybe I need another... I could do with a relief cashier, really. This game's not deep enough for that, unfortunately. It would be good if I could then, you know... Right, you work, like, I don't know. Do we open at 8 or something? You work 8 till 2. The other person works 2 till closing time. Or something. So they don't run out of energy halfway through the day. I think when they go on a break, they're out of action for about a minute, I think. It's not like long. We have got a self-checkout here to manage, but not ideal. I'll tell you what, people are spending over here, aren't they? $1.50, thank you. Alright, if I leave, I think the cashier's coming back to work. So yeah, it's all running like clockwork in here. The stock is doing pretty well. Look, they've got plenty of stock in here. So what happens is, what used to happen was the manager would order, as soon as something is off a shelf, he would then put an order in. Now, he would only ever order one box at a time, unlike me where I order like several boxes at a time. So sometimes you do run low on certain stock, for example, the ballpoint pens. Because we've still got a few around, he won't order them, I don't think. Because we've got like a couple on here and we've got some down here. That's not his priority to order. Whereas I would be thinking, okay, with 2 of the shelves are sold out, nearly 3, nearly 4 actually. Let's order some ballpoint pens. And I don't think he... Oh no, he has. So he didn't used to do that. There is one down there. Another one here. Okay, so yeah, they order as soon as the shelf is empty. So that's good. That is good. Because before it used to be when like you were almost completely out of stock, I think, in like the early days of this game. You had to be completely out of stock. Then they would order something. But actually it seems to be... Yeah, that's good. That helps with my shelving system. So if you only have one thing on a shelf, I don't think they will catch up with that. All right, calculator's too expensive. This is a problem that the manager can't deal with. The manager doesn't change prices for you. So it would be ideal if I could tell the manager, hey, if stay at 10% above market price or something. So if the prices rise or fall, please change them for me. But at the moment, he just stands there and orders stock, and that's it. I guess maybe he offers motivation to the workers, but I'm not 100% because they keep running out of energy. So I don't think that's the case at all. So he doesn't even motivate them. He just stands there, orders stock. So I hopefully at some point, he will do more. So he will motivate the staff, change the prices for you a little bit, or at least send you a message, like an email or a text message. Hey, boss, prices have changed today. You might want to have a look. Because, you know, I'm as you saw today, we're managing the other store. When we've got 3 or 4 stores, I'm managing different stores. I haven't always got the time to come back. If you just give me a heads up, that would help. We haven't always got the time to come back and come to every store to see, because you can't change prices from anywhere else. I don't believe. So I can come here and look on here. I can look at the management tab and see what's going on. And I can do this from anywhere. So you can do that one in there, or you can do the one on your tablet. So you can do this one from anywhere. So we can see how Best Gifts is going and what's going with their stock. But I can't buy their stock remotely. So hopefully that comes in as well. I would like to be able to buy stock remotely, because you have to come into store to sort of do that if you need to, or change any prices. You have to come into store. It'd be nice if I could do that remotely. But everything's working well in here, so well done. You are keeping it shipshape in here, and it's earning us some good cash. Let's, I think we can leave that alone. So we'll come back occasionally and check prices, make sure it's running fine. Make sure it's still running at a profit and what have you, and say hello, but I think we probably won't visit that one again for a few more episodes now. So let's go and head towards Best Gifts and then get some stuff just sorted in there ready for the next day. And we're getting towards the end, I think. Future shop expansions. We'll have a look at that as well in a second. So where to head next? Looks like there's a competitor's shop just here. What are they selling in there? That's a huge store. That is massive. Is that all right? Let me just have a... There's not much traffic. We'll just leave it in the road. What are they selling in here? This is... Wow, this is a plush store. This is a homeware store then, isn't it? I mean, quite spacious between the aisle. I mean, you've got a lot of room to walk down each aisle. So they've got all the homeware sorted around here. So I don't think it... I don't know if it's modelled or not. You know, if we, like, opened up the shop next door or something and started selling homeware as well, I don't know how... Is this homeware or pets? This looks like both, doesn't it? So this is pets. Is this pets and home, or is this all... Is it all pets? No, it's all pets, isn't it? Oh, it's all pet stuff. I thought some of it was homeware, but it's not, is it? The goldfish bowl had me thrown there. I thought it was just like a decorative vase or something. So this is a pet shop. Okay. This is a posh pet shop. Okay, alright. So it's a bit big for a pet shop. But they're doing well then. So they must earn a killing in there, because that's massive. But yeah, I don't think if I opened up a pet shop, for example, so that's here. If I opened up one here, I don't think that would make much difference. Hopefully at some point that gets modelled in. Because that should make a difference, shouldn't it? They should then, all right, we've got a rival shop just round the corner, so they start lowering their prices or putting stuff on sale, you know, doing stuff to try and beat you, and you can do the same for them. Hopefully it heads that way. Remember, this game is still pretty early. I mean, it is released, but it is 0.1.1, so we are away from the end. You know, we're in early access. I'm sure hopefully by the end that sort of thing will come in. Because that would add quite a bit to the game, actually, if you could really fully compete with them. They are rival stores, but they don't. I don't know how much competing you actually do. Right. Well, it looks like we finished quite well in here. In the end. Got a reasonable... We've run out of gramophones and we've run out of ornaments. Right, we need to have a little bit of shift around. So what I'm going to do, we'll shift around and then we'll end. And then we'll come back for the next episode. And then hopefully get a manager in here and then look to move somewhere else. Now, I could go down the road here, level 30. Can't do that yet. We're at company level 20. So I think we're limited to the blue ones. So we could come here and open up something else. Or come up here and open up something. I'm not sure what I can actually open. So once we've finished this, I'll have a drive down here and see what we can actually open. We'll have a think about that as well before the end. Right, so I need we've got 15 grand. First of all, let me just see what I owe. I haven't got any, I did take a loan, but I paid it off before. So when I came into this place, I took a loan. So let's play it's the end of the rent. Nothing in credit. Pay all our employees. So that leaves us with 13,768. That's plenty. So, let's go to the wholesaler. Let's get the licenses. Now, I could afford all of them, but let's just get those two for now. We'll leave that one, so I've got money for stock and any other problems that might occur. So we've got those. How many items was that? Quite a few, wasn't it? That was... Oh, interesting. The table lamp from the other shop is in here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we've got 6 different items. So I think, really, I want to get 6 different shelves for those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those. We'll work on the checkouts afterwards. We'll get the layout sorted first of the shelving, and then we'll work out where we can put things. Right, so I think something in the middle. I mean, the middle is kind of empty space, isn't it? So we could do an aisle system in here. We could have that on the end, so you can walk through and then just create like a little bit of an aisle down the middle. Didn't mean to click that, but great, you're doing a wonderful job. Actually, it is worth resting them before starting the next day, because I think they do sort of carry over their motivation into the next day for some reason. They can all... So that's not bad down there. One more? Or is that going to be too much? Let's have a look. Is that too much? It's not bad, actually. That's not bad. Yeah, that's okay. We'll keep it like that. So I need to do something with this and with this, really. So I think all of these need to be closer together, don't they? So maybe we go with that all the way up to the wall. I don't like the fact I can't place. You see that yellow bar that goes around the edge? I do not like that. I don't like that at all. So all of your shelving has to be... Well, it's got to be like half a foot off the wall? Why? Why would you do that? Why on earth would you have this sort of 6-7 inch gap down the back of your shelving? That makes no sense. So hopefully that changes as well. I can understand it for the checkout. So you don't put it too close so the pathing still works for your cashiers. But for this, why? It's just annoying. All right, so I think we'll put these side by side if the game will let me. It won't. We could put a single shelf there. But nothing more. I think if we were to do that, then I'd have this one... I don't know. Let's move this one. Put this one in the corner. Then we'll have maybe a single one just there. Or will it now take it? Oh, it will now take it because... Oh, actually, no. Oh, no. Well, no, you can. Can you get decoration for in here? Or can you only get shelving? I think you only get shelving, can't you? We can customize. We can add some stuff in. We'll do that as well. But I don't think I can... Yeah, there isn't any decorations. I can't put any decoration down. I don't like the hanging off the edge so much. So we'll leave this one over here with an even gap, and then we'll just put a single shelf in there, perhaps, should we need it. But actually, with more stock, hopefully we won't sell out of stuff so much. Let's see. Right, so let's buy the new stuff. Buy one box of each for now. All right, so we've got a pink vase. There we go. Thermos. I think we'll put the thermos around the other side. There we go. Then we've got... I think we've got another thermos that can go next to it. I'll have this as well. Perfect, this goes with the thermos. Put that there. And then we'll put the lamp. And that, the other... I think we'll put the lamp on the end. Like so. And then this can go in the middle. Perfect. Right, so now we need a big restock in here. And then when we get the... So what comes in the next license? The next license comes with Mug Cup, Arrowin, and Valerian. Okay, so... I don't know where that's going to go. Maybe we will have that here. I don't know. So let's think about what we're doing with the checkout then. So I could put the checkout against this wall again, but the queue was bad before. I think it works there, to be honest. Kind of works there, but this, not so much. Or maybe we need a second one, but it's going to get very busy over here. I don't like that so much. There's nowhere else I can really put things. I mean, we're going to need more. I mean, I guess you don't need to do this. Maybe we're not, with all these products, maybe we don't need to double up absolutely everything like we've done and just use one shelf per item, but I don't know. I get the feeling we may do. Get that in there. I mean, this doesn't necessarily have to come just here. Because we could have some shelving just here. Like that. We don't need to know that that's the storage in the office. I know it's storage in the office, so we can have that there. And then have another self-checkout just here. So we've got 2 self-checkouts and that over there. That should be enough. We can do something like that. So you can pay over there, then you've got your stuff here. Then that leaves potentially... we can use a single shelf just here for something else. And maybe a single shelf there, because we can go single shelf, shingles. And that might work. And then maybe another one there, should we need it. But we'll see. We'll wait until we get the next thing, I think, for that. Let's do the... customization. So these options I think are the same as Cinema Simulator. I don't think they're any different particularly. So they don't all fit. That doesn't look too bad actually. We can have that as like a feature wall. And then maybe something different on the other walls. Not bad. I quite like that. Do we have that same color on the back wall? Or do we want to go like that kind of color all around? Unfortunately, it's all of the wall. If it was just this, I'd be tempted to have that color. But I think because it's the whole thing, we'll go with that. And then a floor, something a bit brighter. Not bad. Okay, but a bit too much. They're not very shop-like, are they? Some of these. That's not bad for a different store, though. Maybe like the hardware store, maybe. You know what? I think that initial thing that we saw, was it this? Was probably the best. We could go with a hard floor. That went within the other shop. That's not bad, actually. Not a bad looking thing. I'm going to go with this. Keep it bright. Let's have a look. It's not bad. It's all right. Right, so that's the decoration done and all of the products. So we need to order them. And plenty of them. And then we'll get this next time. So we'll get some more shelving and put that in next time. Because I don't want to spend the $6,000 now, because that would only leave us with 913. So we'll save some stuff. So let's get plenty of everything, really. So let's... You know what? I'm going to try and get 10 of everything. I don't think we'll be able to. But we'll see. Actually, we probably will. Things get cheaper the further along we get here. It's a big lot of stock, but I think we'll just get like 5 snow globes. Alright, 95 is the maximum thing there. Let's get 10 of these. Alright, so they're going to fill this up with stock, like I say. So I probably will get a single shelf there and there. And maybe one on the end. So we can have one on the end with some mugs, because that kind of makes sense with the rest of it. And then maybe one there and there for the other items. They'll probably do that, but we'll do that next time. Or should we get the shelving now? While I've got... Let's get the shelving now. While I've got that in my mind. And then we can just get the other stuff afterwards. So we'll get... Just get one single shelf to start with. Just to make sure this is... kind of... size I'm hoping it is. It's actually a bit small. It's a bit smaller than I was hoping, actually. So we could maybe get away. I mean, it'll go there. And then we'll have another one there. Does it fit nicely on the end as well? Yeah, it kind of does. Okay. I think we will just get 3 of these. So we'll have a few less of those items. But, can't get in. Got it. Yeah, we'll have a few less of these items, but I think that's the only way we're going to do this nicely. I could get that all the way up to there and leave a gap, or we could leave a gap. How does that seem? A bit odd, isn't it? We'll have it all the way up. And go and get the next one. Can I get it? Okay, I don't think I can get in and get it. Okay, well, it's in there anyway, so I'll do that later on, and I'll put it just here, and then I'll be ready for the items later on. So let's let them do their thing. And I'll just take a little drive around the corner. We'll also buy back a few frames there, because the boxes in there are hurting frame rates. So let's head around the corner. So I think it's just to the right here or something. Possibly our next shop. Unless we unlock somewhere else. I think it's the next right. Or is it that one there? It's not that one, I don't think. This one? I have to check now. It's the next one. Okay. The next one. So just here on the right-hand side then. So we've got a bus stop as well, which is handy for if I decide to stop driving around the place. So this could be our next shop. Right here. So let's just have a look. So we can open now housewares, pet shop, which we haven't done, gift shop, book shop, toy shop, hardware shop. We can't do cosmetics yet. We're not far away. We can do cosmetics and mobile phones. Once we've done one of these, that should level us up to 30 because each shop seems to give you 10 level points. So we should be able to get these after that. So we could have a hardware, toy shop, book shop. I think this is a good spot for a bookshop, to be honest, because it's not huge. It's not small, but it's not huge. The foot traffic isn't huge here. It's not massive. And I don't think the books will make us... I mean, the books do make you, obviously, a reasonable amount of money, because it says right there, the bookshop estimated revenue is 1,500, but it's not, like, that much more than these. We could even do a pet shop. It's not that much more than these. In fact, a pet shop would be quite good, actually. So if we did a pet shop just here, because the rent is quite low, you don't need to make as much money inside because the payments are low. So maybe a pet shop and save the bookshop for somewhere else in the map where we can earn a bit more money. And then, obviously, we'll have a hardware shop, toy shop. I'm thinking over here somewhere. And then, like, this building here, or this one over here that does 105 traffic. Probably this one is going to be mobile phones. It's big, but I think it's going to earn us lots and lots of money. Right, I think we will leave it here then. So in the next episode, they will have finished restocking. So we'll open up, get a manager for the new store, make sure it's all automated, get that final license, get all of that on the shelves as well. So make sure it's fully automated and running smoothly. And then we'll probably head over here and either open, I think we'll probably open a pet shop just here. So we'll open a pet shop just over here in the next one. So if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like, consider subscribing to and joining the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you for another video very soon.